Hello, Inspire Era fam. Welcome again to the Inspire Era podcast, where positivity colors our conversations and healing is at the heart of our stories. I'm your host, Erasme, and I'm so grateful to walk with you on this beautiful and powerful journey. You're listening to Season 1, Elevate Positivity When Life Gets Harder, and this is Episode 5, Build a Stronger Future from a Weak Past. Let me speak directly to the heart today. Sometimes we look at our past and feel ashamed. Maybe it is poverty, maybe it is failure, maybe it is grief, maybe it is the mistakes we made. And then we start believing a lie that our past defines our future. But today, I want to show you the truth. Your past is not your prison. It's the raw material of your purpose. Keep this. It is the raw material of your purpose. Your weakest season can become the strongest part of your story. And the best way to prove this? Let me take you to someone who built an entire world from brokenness. You may ask yourself, who is this? And say it is just a story, but I know you will be shocked by this. J.K. Rowling, from poverty and grief to purpose. Before she ever became J.K. Rowling, the billionaire author we all know today, she was simply Joanne, a woman at one of the lowest points any human being can experience. She was not only financially broke, but also emotionally and mentally drained. Yet from that very place of weakness, she built something extraordinary. Let me break it down for you step by step so that you can see yourself in her struggle and believe in your own rise. In the early 1990s, Rowling's life had collapsed. She had just gone through a difficult divorce after an abusive marriage. Her husband had kicked her out of the house, and she returned to the UK with her baby daughter, Jessica, with almost nothing to her name. She had no job, no stable income, and was entirely dependent on government welfare. She once described herself as being as poor as it is possible to be in modern Britain without being homeless. She was battling clinical depression. In fact, she said the idea of Dementors in Harry Potter, those terrifying, soul-sucking creatures, came from her personal experience with suicidal thoughts and mental illness. Her mother had died from multiple sclerosis at just 45 years old, and Rowling never got the chance to show her what she was creating. Her grief became another heavy stone in her backpack. In the middle of all that pain, Rowling made a bold decision. She would not give up. She had this story in her mind about a boy wizard, and instead of letting that story fade, she began writing it on scraps of paper in cafes, not because it was fancy or cool, but because she couldn't afford to heat her apartment. She walked to cafes like Nicholson's and Spoon in Edinburgh just to stay warm. She wrote while her baby daughter slept beside her in a stroller. No audience, no guarantee, just pure grit. Rowling completed the first draft of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Then came rejection after rejection, 12 in total. Some publishers said it's too long for children. Magic in boarding school won't sell. It's too weird. But she didn't let that stop her. Eventually, a small publishing house called Bloomsbury accepted her manuscript, partly because the editor's 8-year-old daughter read the first chapter and begged to see more. They printed just 1,000 copies, and 500 of those went to libraries. No one could have imagined what would come next. Let's talk numbers now, because I want you to see how far you can go. even if you start from the bottom. Harry Potter has sold over 500 million copies, making it the best-selling book series in history. The franchise has been translated into over 80 languages, touching every culture and continent. The films have grossed over $7.7 billion globally. The total value of the Harry Potter brand, including theme parks, merchandise, streaming, and spin-offs, is now estimated to be over $25 billion. And J.K. Rowling, she became the first author in history to become a billionaire through writing alone. But here's what matters most. She did not erase her pain to get there. She used it. She poured her trauma, grief, and weakness into every page. Harry was an orphan. He faced bullies. He lost loved ones. That story wasn't just fiction. It was her healing in disguise. You may not have a magic wand, but you have something just as powerful, the ability to create from your lowest point. Let's take a moment to reflect. You don't have to be perfect to begin. You don't have to be famous to be powerful. And you don't need approval to walk into your purpose. You just need the courage to keep painting your own story. Now, I want you to take a pen and book because this is for you. Let's turn this inspiration into real steps you can take. Ask yourself, what was the hardest moment of my life? What did it teach me that nothing else could? Maybe poverty taught you how to value people. Maybe grief taught you compassion. Don't bury that lesson. Build with it. Start journaling those lessons. Speak them out loud. Transform them into something useful. Art, advice, service, or action. Trust me, this can make you invisible in case you do not give up. J.K. Rowling wrote every day, even when no one was watching. What's your equivalent? Writing, video editing, learning a new language, coding, designing, playing football, or anything else. Just 30 focused minutes per day. In 1 year, that is 180 plus hours of growth. And that might be enough to launch your breakthrough. You might be carrying shame for what you didn't do or what happened to you. But let me say this clearly. You were surviving. That version of you got you here. Now, forgive them and start giving the next version of you a chance to shine. "12 publishers said no. She could have stopped at 3 or 6. But she kept going. You might be facing closed doors too. No calls back after interviews, which happens to most young graduates. No likes and shares on your content. No customers yet in your startup. But rejection doesn't mean the end. It might mean not here, try again. Let me tell you, do this in such situations. Ask yourself, what can I refine? What can I improve? What else can I try? Write a description of the person you're becoming. I hope you are taking notes. How do they carry themselves? What do they believe? How do they use their past? Make that vision a daily reminder. Let it pull you forward when your past tries to hold you back. I don't know what you've been through, but I know what you can become. You may feel like your past is filled with closed doors, but maybe it was just God preparing the foundation. So when you do rise, your roots are deep. Don't be ashamed of your beginnings. Be proud that you're still building. I don't tell this story just to celebrate success. I tell it to remind you that the next world-changing idea might be sitting quietly inside your broken moment right now. So yes, maybe your past is full of weakness, but that doesn't disqualify you. It prepares you, it humbles you, and it can empower you. Now take a breath and let me take you to Africa. Across the vibrant landscapes of Africa, stories of resilience and transformation are unfolding every day. Picture the glowing night cityscapes of Kigali, the golden sunsets over the savannah, and the spirited energy of bustling markets. Meet Amina, who once struggled to afford school supplies in rural Kenya. Through sheer determination, community support, she became a leading tech entrepreneur, inspiring girls across the continent. Or consider Kwame, a young man from Accra who faced unemployment and doubt. He turned his passion for art into a thriving business, mentoring youth and painting hope across city walls. These are just a few of the countless African success stories, proof that a difficult past can fuel an extraordinary future. Their journeys remind us, no matter where you begin, you can rise, rebuild, and redefine what's possible. Across Africa, the heartbeat of progress is often found in the power of community. Imagine vibrant gatherings under acacia trees, laughter echoing at lively celebrations, unity of hands working together in fields, workshops. It's here that support systems are born. Mentorship collaboration transform individual struggles into shared victories. Amina's journey, shaped by women's groups pooling resources, Kwame's art growing with encouragement from local peers. In every village and city, people lift each other up, sharing knowledge, hope, opportunity. This spirit of togetherness breaks cycles of hardship, turning obstacles into stepping stones. When we come together, we don't just overcome the past, we shape a brighter collective future. Close your eyes if you're comfortable and take a slow, deep breath. Picture yourself standing beneath a vast African night sky, stars twinkling above, a gentle breeze rustling through tall grasses. In the distance, you hear the soft sounds of drums and laughter, a reminder of the community that surrounds you. Now, imagine your dreams beginning to take root, like sturdy baobab trees stretching toward the sky. See yourself growing stronger with every challenge you face, drawing support from those around you. Feel the warmth of encouragement, the strength of unity, the hope that rises as you walk your path. Visualize your future, confident, resilient, and uplifted by the collective spirit of your community. Every step you take is guided by the wisdom of those who came before and the promise of those who will follow. Hold this vision close, knowing that together you can shape a future brighter than you've ever imagined. Take one more deep breath in, and as you breathe out, carry this sense of hope and possibility with you. As the sun rises over the savannah, casting golden light across the land, take a deep breath. Let the warmth of a new day wash over you. Picture elephants moving gracefully through tall grass. Picture birds soaring across an endless sky. Picture rivers flowing gently, reminders of nature's resilience and peace. Now close your eyes for a moment. Feel the strength of your roots and the promise of your future. Repeat these words quietly in your heart. I am capable. I am resilient. I am growing stronger every day. I honor my journey and I trust in my potential. I embrace every challenge as an opportunity to rise. With every breath, imagine yourself stepping boldly into the world, guided by hope, supported by community, and inspired by your dreams. Carry this calm with you. Let it be your foundation as you continue to build your brighter tomorrow. Thank you for joining Inspire Era. See you in the next episode. Remember, your story is just beginning.